Hello everybody, I'm Robin Alexander and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, just a bit of background. I am a humanities graduate. I used to be a high school teacher and I am now the owner of my very own cosmetics brand. I have a cosmetics brand called Beautifully Brown Cosmetics, and then I also have a hair care business that is called the Crown Luxury Hair Care. But that is just an introduction of who I am. I am 29 years old and I am a girl mom. So that is just a bit of who I am. That is just a few facts about me. And currently I am using my car as an office space to do what God has told me to do, because my space is occupied at the moment by other things. However, this is just an introduction video and I am going to share with you what the purpose of this page is. So the purpose of this channel is to help women, right? So we are going to create a community of women who are going to support each other. Healing journey, growing as a person, growing spiritually. And this channel is also for women who want to discover their purpose, who want to live closer to God, and who are just hungry for the Word of God. So above all, I am going to be sharing the Word of God with you in a way that is going to help you overcome your traumas, past traumas, and it's also going to help you discover who you are as a woman. So on this page, there is a video at the very beginning, and that video is a prayer that I shared on TikTok about a year ago. And that prayer is the blueprint prayer, as I like to call it. So before we get started on this journey, I want you to go to that prayer and I want you to pray this prayer for the next 30 days. And the prayer is very simple, it's very straightforward, and it says, Lord, take me back to the blueprint, the original design that you had in mind when you formed me in my mother's womb. Before all the trauma of life, Lord, take me back to who you created me to be. So this is a prayer that I prayed about 2 years ago, and it has completely changed my life. It has completely changed my life, and that is why I want to share it with you today. So that is the first thing that I want you to do. And then I also have a few journal points that I want you to go and, let's say, write out for the next week or so. So there are a few journal points that I want you to write out, and then it's hard questions. You're going to ask yourself some hard questions before we get started with anything else. You are going to ask yourself these hard questions, and then I want you to really reflect on these questions. I don't want you just to answer them for the sake of answering them. And also, you know that these questions are for your eyes only. I'm not going to see it. Nobody's going to see it. So this is going to be between you and God. Right? So I want you to write down these 4 or 5 things to start with. So the first thing is, what conflict am I currently experiencing? Internally and externally. So you're going to write an answer for internally and you're going to write an answer for externally. And then the second thing I want you to write down is, what are my current emotional needs? And then the third thing is, what am I proud of? Fourth thing, what am I ashamed of? And then you are going to write 2 poems. And you're going to title the first one, I Come From. And then the second one, you're going to title The Place Where I Am Going. Right, so that is your homework for the week. Let's say for the week, right? So that is what you're going to do for the rest of this week. So we can hop over to the next video once you are done here, and then we can start with this journey. Thanks for watching. God bless.